Hey, what's up, guys? I don't know if anybody else feels the same way as I do, but it feels like we're missing something on the anomalous fight. It feels like the bombs are inconsistent. Sometimes nothing happens, you go to the corner, blow up, it's all good. Sometimes we take damage immediately. I definitely could be wrong on this, so I'm going to start there. Also, I've pulled up some footage from other guilds doing it, so if you're not into that, you can just turn this off. It's fine. Nothing against anybody who's doing that. But if I watch this in slow motion in a bunch of different parts, I think I have an idea about what's going on. I think the let's bring up this one thing first. First of all, I have a couple ideas that something's being missing. All the best guilds that are getting it done are mostly brute forcing it and dying a ton. I feel like the devs don't intend for you to have to lose 30 people in order to complete an encounter. So I feel like people are just missing it. There's also not that many people doing this encounter. Yeah, there's, a couple dozen guilds, but that's what, like 300 players or something. It seems to me like people could just be missing a mechanic that's causing everybody to die a lot more than they have to. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. Another thing is that there is this debuff here that says unstable magic, arcane forces crackle and churn, threatening to unravel the very essence of control. I feel like this is the one that's causing us to detonate. The text for it, though, is just sort of flavor, but it says it's unstable magic. I kind of feel like if you attack or do something, you cause an explosion, and then you always explode at the end. So let's take a look a little bit about that. So if we look, let's see here. We can see that there's and sorry, let me just mute the audio. It's terrible. This player here has the bomb and is running towards the camera. So they're right here. They explode. When you explode, it looks like arcane explosion, and your character does this little arms out yelling boom. You'll notice this guy didn't do that. He did a hit animation, but he didn't do that. So this very clearly came from them being the bomb. He didn't take much damage because he's dampened. So this is the sort of animation that we're looking at. The problem is I think you detonate also when you attack, and when you attack, your animation kind of runs into this. So let's go back a little bit here. This player is a shaman. Right here, he's going to get the bomb on him. So bomb on you. Look at the health. Everybody's fine. And then watch right here. He runs in. He attacks. His character does the, like, storm strike or lightning strike animation. And watch the raid health. Boom, like everybody's hit. Then, like, nothing happens, right? He gets in another auto attack and it's all chill. So I think it has an internal cooldown. Then he goes over here as he's leaving. He's like, oh shit, the bomb's on me. And then watch right here. He goes to put a totem. It's hard to see because he has all his text right in the middle of the screen. But when he puts the totem, you see his arm is out and his other arm is out and his head's back. He's yelling and he's blowing up the whole raid. So let's watch that again. Now that you know kind of what to look for, you can see it. Watch the raid health too. The moment he hits the totem, health, boom. Then as he's leaving, nothing happens, right? He's taking some hits, but it's just the aura tick. Aura tick. Right there, another aura tick. Nothing happens at all. He's just running into the corner. Now there he passed somebody who was leaving, so I think maybe they blew up. I'm not sure what this one was. It also could have been this. He was trying to cast spells. Like it looks like an earth shield maybe. And he goes in the corner. Let's actually rewind that again too. Maybe that's another one. No, he didn't hit a button. So I'm not sure what caused this one. He is running towards the corner, so maybe somebody was back here and was exploding. Healing maybe doesn't cause the problem. Because he does a heal and he doesn't blow up. Also, could that have been when his bomb ran out? Right here it runs out. Huh. Did you notice that? His health didn't go down when it runs out. So, right, it's got 2 seconds left. His health didn't move. His health didn't move. He only took 31. That looks like it's maybe from this debuff blocking an aura tick. So maybe because he detonated over here somewhere too, like you can only be affected so often. It's hard to say. Another one that I saw is right as he's over here, you'll see this player has the bomb. I think their name is Maya. Scarlet Rage is somebody back here, I think. But Maya has it. They run out, but I think the damage happens right as they swing too. So that could be them detonating or him putting the totem. It might be attacking. And actually, did he even put a totem? What button was he pushing there? He did something. What is this? He cast Lightning Shield. He killed everybody, I think, with Lightning Shield. Although, why did it do damage? Maybe I don't know enough about Shaman to know what the fuck this is. Wait, he got an Earth Shock resist? Was he trying to cast Earth Shock? Where are his shock spells? These are his shock spells. Yeah, he cast an Earth Shock. You can see his shocks go on cooldown and then he detonates. So it's a little unclear to me if it was the other player, like Maya swinging, that sets it off, or if it's him casting Earth Shock as he leaves, but I feel like it has to be one of the two. Yeah, watch that. Health. And Earth Shock, boom. If you watch the graphic here too, you can see Earth Shock, boom, 3k. It's the moment he presses Earth Shock. So him casting Earth Shock and Lightning Strike, like, wrecked the raid. He did it twice. People have protection potions, they get partial resist, the distance might matter. But him casting spells definitely did it. Somebody else here hits him in the back. Let's see if we can find any other instances of somebody getting the bomb. So the newest bombs are down here at the bottom. So this guy's Skulleroni just got it. So we'll back up until Skullerton isn't in there. No, it's this person, Skull on Hiromi. So does Hiromi do anything? On Ko something? Maybe that's Coney? Coney is in melee? And see, here's the aura tick. You can definitely tell when there's a difference between an aura tick and an explosion tick. So like right here, he takes a mana bomb. What caused this one? Let's go back and watch. It detonates from somebody. I'm looking for the graphic. In here, maybe? Yeah, the whole raid, you can see, gets chunked. Boom. A whole bunch of health bars move down, right? They all take this hit, this 3k damage with a half resist. It's somebody like right here. No, that's a heal. That one didn't cause it. A lot of this is nebulous, and I am just guessing on a lot of it. Absolutely could be wrong. And watching other guilds succeed at it, they often lose several players. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I feel like everybody's missing something, and I think it has to do with when you get the buff, you can cause explosions by casting offensive spells. What was that one? Scullerton gets it and blows everybody up. God, his UI is such shit. This is just text on top of text in the middle of the screen covering his person. Yeah, 658 damage with like a 1.5k 2k resist, so it's like a 3k. That's a mana bomb. I mean, the guy on the left definitely detonates, but he's in that circle. He's supposed to. That's like the circle detonating, I think. Wait, is it? It's someone here. They get this mark, and they hit him as they're leaving. Yeah, right there. This person is blowing up. Okay, right there they dealt damage. It is when they're in melee, right? Boom. Yep. Right as they're leaving, they do something. So I think what you want to do... Okay, so... I've rambled for a good few minutes now. What am I talking about? Okay, so if you're going to get the bomb, which we know you probably will be because you're on this threat list, right? Stormhide is very high on threat. That's why he gets the bomb. If you're very high on this threat list, all I'm saying is, whether I'm right or wrong, all I'm suggesting is that when you're high on this threat list, right when the next bomb is about to go down, stop casting for a second. Then if you have the bomb, run out. Don't cast. Just run. If you don't have the bomb, then stay in and keep doing damage. So only the people who are like second, third, fourth, fifth on threat need to stop, and only until they see who gets the bomb. And if it's not them, then they just keep going, right? So every like 5 seconds, if you're up here on threat, you need to stop for a second. I feel like if Stormhide here had just been chill on this next bomb, right? Bomb on you, and then instead he runs in and goes boom, hits them, boom, everybody gets chunked. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 20 people get hit by his explosion there. Then as he runs out, he's like, oh, but my Earth Shock is almost up. I should do a little more damage. He turns around. Earthshock, boom, he detonates, everybody gets hit. His character even does the little funny arms out thing right before it goes off. Right there, his arms swung out wide instead of forward like the casting animation because the Arcane Explosion animation got interrupted by the Earthshock animation. Yeah, he detonates and then he goes. It could be a hit animation though, maybe the skull person triggered one. Maybe I'm completely in my own ass on this. But again, all I'm suggesting is if I'm right, just the people who are high on threat stop DPS just for a second right before the next bomb happens until they see who gets it. Then continue playing. It's a really simple change that affects almost nothing except people who are high on threat who are already ready to take bombs, since we kind of figured that out. So those people just chill for a second, and if you get it, don't cast, don't do DPS, just leave. Because I think casting kills us.